Well, kinda usual since black is missing two pawns already, and cannot castle king side, and have have a terrible position. B5, good move. Trying to push white pieces back. Black has traded a knight for a bishop again, and it was a pure blunder. Black could captured on b7 with the rook, by the way, and check, and check again, and I think white just going to trade the pieces and win the endgame, or find some checkmating pattern, like pawn e5, bishop e4. It looks like a checkmate for me. Traded rooks. Right away, white player is Stanislav Kazakov. Sorry, no, Konstantin Shiriton. I'm sorry if I'm misspelling your name. With a whopping 2064 rapid rating on Lichess. And he's showing his skill by capturing all the opponent pawns, or if I'm saying more correctly, trading, since black manages to capture some pawns as well. White has played c4 in order to move the pawn from the attack square, but it... Well, to be honest, I don't see any counterplay for black, but black is trying nevertheless. And white has protected everything, but check on it too looks nasty, but it also doesn't accomplish anything. Knight to e4 has played, pawn a4. Well, now black's gonna feel the lack of not having bishops, since they're better in the endgame because they have larger scope, since knight can move only to 8 squares near it, but bishop can move across the entire board in few moves. Yeah, a6. I don't see black idea, but they sure move knights aggressively. Yeah, bishop to d4, and knight to d2. They are making some kind of net for the white's king, since he can't really escape anywhere. And check. Oh, white has blundered a fork, and they have to move the king to f1 or to h1, and black is going to capture bishop on d4 for free, I believe. But if, yeah, king h1 and black can capture bishop. Well, right now, white can say they're in danger. This check is kind of meaningless. Black king can run and hide behind the pawn on e6. Does white receive help from their friend on the right? I can't tell. Also, I can't tell if this even allowed. Well, I looked at the camera and didn't see how. I see. White is also captured a free piece on g4. So black has 3 extra pawns, and the king has to run. But in this case, white is winning. Rook to g8, knight to e7, rook f8. Just to check. Don't see white's plan. If I were playing white, I'd try to exchange all the pieces. If I were playing black, I would try to lock the king in this h1 square, which they already failed to do. And king is running. Good, since active king in the endgame is also very nice. Are there even 3 persons at white's camera? I can't tell. Check. King has to run. By the way, very nice moving from black. They managed to kick out the rook, and that's all. And they have to retreat with their rook again, and white has already 4 extra pawns. Knight d4 is played. Check. King has to retreat, and black can take a pawn back, but I'm not sure they really want it. With knight to c2, yeah, they played knight to f3. Also a good move, attacking pawn on h2, forcing black's king probably to run to g4 in order to allow their rook to protect h2. No, they don't pay any attention to the threat and pushing the pawn on c file. Black gave a check, doesn't accomplish anything. Rook e3. K5. Is it a rook blunder? It probably is. Can black just capture its rook for free? No, it was protected by pawn. I'm kind of blind as well. Rook e1 trapping the rook, trapping a knight, sorry. Knight can't retreat to any squares. e2 is protected, f3 and h3 as well. And it's probably time to resign, since I don't believe black can even reach a draw with just a king and a rook. Move the king. But they probably can catch white into stalemate. But looking at white's rating, I don't believe they fall for it. Yeah, trying to catch black's king. Cutting its way from the 8th rank. And showing a beautiful checkmating technique. With the king and a rook. Yeah, that's a win for white. Well, that was a fun game. Since white has managed to move its black had managed to move its pawn all the way to h3, neglecting development, and white quickly realized its chances and develop the pieces and make a beautiful attack. So other game between Dmitry Evmenov and Dmitry Babichenko. I'm sorry again if I'm something misspelling. So black has 2 knights, but white has an extra pawn. In this endgame, black is winning, since white just allowed themselves to be forked with knight to e6, which they totally missed. E3, sorry. And I don't know what this move is trying to do. Knight g7. Knight e3 is still available. Wait, what? It's wrong game. Yeah, white got forked, and they have to retreat to the 3rd rank and lose the pawn on c2. No, black just pushing. If I were black, I would grab all the pawns with my knights, since they're far superior than pawns and king. Yeah, you just lost your knight, dude. But you're still winning, so it's fine. You can give a check on f5 and grab a pawn on h4, or push, since white cannot stop you in any way if you're playing correctly. King e4, king d2, f5. Yeah, since you have an extra knight, you can just uh, trade it for a pawn that is advanced, and advance your pawn in the meantime. Are they listening? I don't know. Takes g6, and you win the pawn race, promote to a queen, and can lock white on, and probably can win the pawn with the queen with by giving checks. An advance needed. So this game is also won for black, I think. But white is trying to win. Yeah, they managed to move the pawn to h2. And even if black gives up the queen for the pawn, they probably can still win with extra pawns on the queen side. Yeah, second queen. Just not a stalemate. And ladder mate. Yeah, you need to be careful right here. And white won with ladder mate technique. And two queens. Very nice. Yeah, I believe we are going to see one more game from this round. Sylvanus against the Demagog. And here we can see black pushing the pawns. They already reached third rank, and a few pieces has been traded so far. Queens and bishops and knights for the other side. And here black looking very good. Yeah, d2. You have to move your rook from c1. Okay, but you're going to be hit with c2 next. And some pawn is going to be promoted. And you have only 8 seconds. Takes. Time is ticking. 3, 2, 1, and white lost on time. Okay, now we're going to have a break. 3 minutes. See you in the next round. So we have a Scandinavian defense here. White playing Mr. Kot's variation, I believe that's what it's called. Black's playing very principled, moving the rook or the queen to a5. It's now the usual development. That's a very nice opening, lately promoted by none other than Gotham Chess. And it's very solid opening. I, as a e4 player, don't know what to do against it. I don't have any nice ideas. I just develop and hope for the best. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's very principled chess. Right now, I believe both sides are going to finish the development. As usual, castle. By the way, yeah, d3, c6 to prepare the queen retreatment. Yeah. Short castle by Alex Lazarionek, who I misspelled last game from first round against Jochen Furmanov. Both players have 2 points already, two out of 2, and they're right now the leaders, but probably from this game someone will advance forward or not. Maybe they finish with a draw. Both. Right now in this tournament we had only 2 draws, I believe. The first round and none in the second one. And Black wasting no time playing their moves. Looks like they know their opening very well. While White have to think on every move, which is also fine since they can catch up on time in the middle game if they're equal of skill. Bishop g5 is played. Black instantly develops their knight and preparing to castle queenside or not. I don't remember if castling queenside is idea in Scandinavian defense, but it could very well be. Yeah, White has opened Black's rook on H file, and Black can very well castle queenside and launch kingside attack on this file, on H file, I mean. But right now they're developing their bishop and pressuring g3 pawn. Can they capture? Sacrificing bishop for 2 pawns. I'm not sure. Yeah, they can, since when queen recaptures on g3, it's going to be fork on king and bishop on g5, and Black is going to win bishop on g5, which they protected right now and prepared for castling queenside. Black has castled queenside, which means they can launch kingside attack if white castle this there, but they also castle queenside. Rook e8. Moving rook from open file, semi-open file, I'm sorry, to closed file blocked by their own pawn on x6, which can lead to, which means they probably want to advance this pawn and open file in future. Knight to e4. That's a good looking move. If black decides to trade, they're going to open d file for white, which is not very good for black, I think. Attacking the bishop, and black has defended the knight. And position looks kind of balanced, but black having two pawns on the same file, two g pawns, and white has bishop pair. Right now it doesn't mean anything dangerous. And did black? No, they just traded. Oh no, white has blundered the queen. And black has extra queen, and probably, not probably, they are much better. And probably they're going to win. Pinned the knight, knight has protect the knight. Yeah. Unfortunately for white, they have nothing for their lost queen. Haven't calculated enough. I believe this capture chain on move 16, I believe. And yeah, knight take, bishop takes, queen takes. They can't even capture on g5. h5, advancing. Rook z8 looking for trade. Rook d1. Yeah, trading everything, and in the end, black is going to leave with an extra queen against the bishop, which is totally unfortunate for white. Yeah, white has resigned, black has won. Yeah, it was a very balanced game, but black knew the opening very well and calculated a good capture chain. White miscalculated a bit, lost the queen, and lost the game. Right now is going to see next game in this round. What we can see here, white has 3 extra pawns for the knight, which is a very interesting position. And they can be even winning if it's an experienced player who knows how to handle positions down a piece. And looks like they can. No, they're going to lose pawn on a3. But at the same time, I don't know what they have in compensation for this. Yeah, protect the pawn. But your rook is going to be kicked out by the knight, probably. This is what I would play. Yeah. Can I find your game? Rook to b3 is played. Kicking out the bishop. It has to move. It doesn't have many squares, but probably c1 is best. Because on a1 you just locking your bishop on the corner of the board. So right now both players have one win and one loss, which puts them somewhere in the middle of the ranking table, but everything can change just as quick. So c3 has been played. It's kind of fun position. I believe white just lost an a-pawn, since they have more attackers than white has defenders. Yeah, black captures. Will white trade bishops? No, they just retreat. Yeah, I'm sure there is some win condition for white, but I'm probably not too experienced to see it. They have two pawns for a piece for a knight, but in this position, I don't see any good moves or how to advance. While black can just trade pieces, emerge with extra one, and correctly transpose into endgame. I'd say both sides have winning chances, but black a bit more preferable. Time is ticking. Most players have less than 4 minutes. Black has less, almost 2 minutes left, which is still enough. I'm starting to get worried in this time control when I have less than 1 minute, making more inaccuracies, blundering pieces, and so on. But these players looking very confident in themselves. And probably what black should do, they should also bring the king to the game, but at the same time they can't do it, since if they're going to h5, king h7, they're going to lose a pawn on f7. If they go king f8. They're probably also locked after bishop f6. A bit complicated position. Yeah, f5 is a good move, opening position. But also at the same time, wait, what? What did I miss? White has traded rook for 2 pieces. What? Sorry. Yeah, white has traded rook for 2 pieces, leaving with bishop against a rook. Right now, this endgame, I'd say, very drawish, but since white has 2 extra pawns in the center of the board, they probably have more winning chances. Yeah, bishop f6, locking out the king on h file. And white, oh, sorry, black should look for some counterplay. This is a good move. h3, g3, advancing pawns, kicking out the bishop, but it can be protected with e5 push. No, that's not it. No, black can play rook f3, attacking g and h pawns, or this, and blunder the rook completely. And right now, white has won for sure. Yeah, black is not resigning, I see, since they believe that they still can somewhat be caught into the stalemate trap. And that's a good idea, not resign, since you don't lose anything. But black has resigned. So this was a very complicated endgame, but in the end, black has managed blunder an exchange and then blunder a rook completely, and white has won. And now we are going to take a short break before starting the next round. Welcome back. So we are joining the game of two leaders, Yevgen Furmanov and Krasimirat. And we have Queen's Gambit, Slav Defense, I believe. And both players play very quickly and clearly know what they're doing. Yevgen Furmanov haven't played on this account on chess before, but Krasimir Nedelchev, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, has 2042 rapid rating, which is pretty cool. Exchange pawns on c5, and let's count the pawns. 6 pawns for black and 6 pawns for white, but white has doubled isolated a pawns, which going to become a weakness in the future. And black continue pressuring with their knights. Takes. Trades bishop for a knight. And probably a5 spree for capture for black. Yeah, he captures with the queen. And a4 pawn is also weak and can be captured in the future. Queen c2 is played, developing the queen. Bishop f6, taking the London diagonal, pressuring the knight on, well, actually pinning the knight to the rook. Rook a3 is kind of forced. And can black take the knight with the bishop and take the pawn on a4 next? Probably not yet, since they're going to be pinned with the rook to the queen on a3. But they're playing bishop a6, looking for sacrificing, trading the white bishop, since they have most of their pawns on white squares, and therefore this is their worst bishop, and they don't mind trading it. Knight e2 is played, moving knight to the king side and removing it from the attack. And white can't even castle, because they'll be hanging their knight on 2. Knight f3 is played. I think white are looking for some counter attack on the king side. c4, advancing the pawn, like they have an extra passed pawn on c-file. And rook b1. Yeah, black is better in this position, I think, but they still have to prove it. Yeah. Look how beautifully white, black connected their 4 pawns in the center, and their pawns all on light squares, this pawns, allowing black bishop to move freely. Rook f b8. Looking for trade. Since black is up a pawn, they want to trade pieces to emerge into a winning endgame. Knight d4. Probably white wants to put the knight on b5 square and have a nice outpost, like a place in the enemy side of the board where black pawns can't attack your piece. But at the same time, black can do the same, yeah, by moving knight to c5 and then to b3 or d3. But white is trying to resist by pushing pawn to a5. It can become a threat in the future, but I believe black is capable to taking it by attacking with minor pieces. Yeah, knight b3 attacks and then bishop d8. And just to be sure, they should move the queen away. This is a good idea from white, doubling their rooks on the open file, and if the knight moves, there's some kind of checkmate threat looming on the 8th rank. Well, it's not a checkmate threat yet, since after all exchanges, well, let's lose an exchange, never mind. Bishop f6. I was going to say that black is still able to block check with the bishop on f8, but not anymore. And they should probably fight for b file by doubling their rooks as well, or should remove rook from b8 completely, capturing pawn on a5. Yeah, they're going to double and fight for this file. They don't capture pawn on a5 since it's kind of weak, and when pieces go down, they just capture for free it anyway. f4, trying to strike on the king side. g4, very aggressive. And now they can trade. Knight takes d4, then trade rooks, then capture on f5, emerged with two extra pawns, but they should be aware of calculations and what can white do like this. Just creating a fork on the rook and the queen. Queen moves and knight jumps on the d4. Another knight. Black trades, reasonable. And capture knight. Well, I didn't even see that. What was black's idea after queen c5? Well, if white takes on b8, black can take on e3 with check, and then recapture, and then have some probably good chances again, naked king. Well, we have rook's exchange and black up a queen, but they're not falling for back rank checkmate, and they can block with the queen b8, and they're pure winning. Queen c6, black making an exit for emergency exit for the king, and yeah, black can try to checkmate themselves. Let me see. Queen check. No. Rook f1 was checkmate, I believe. Now king's hidden on the on h5. But rook b3, rook h3 probably is best continuation. I don't have any engine, so I'm unsure in my thoughts. But I think they're correct anyway. h4, defending checkmate on g5. But rook g1 or h1, attacking the spawns and attacking them with the queen, or even trading queens and winning with pawn majority. Check. Oh wait. Queen takes f7, and this could be a repetition. So right now, white is threatening queen. Not anymore. Queen f5 check. King here. Queen c8 check. King 7. Another check. So if somebody doesn't know, if position repeats 3 times, it's going to be registered as a draw. But looks like black escaping this fate and be able to continue pressuring. Yeah, right now they're attacking g4 square and d5 queen on the same time. Queen moves away with check. Yeah, you have to be careful with black here, since they still have some threats like pawn pushes with check, and they continue checking the threat of repetition if you move to the wrong place. Like right now, you can move to g8, and there are no checks remaining, but you lost a rook, I believe. Yeah, this was a fork, attacking rook and the king at the same time. And did Vice mid set, or don't they want to take the rook, since they thinking they're losing anyway? Yeah, if they take rook, they're going to be checkmated with a pawn on g6. They're still not anymore. h6 pawns. Yeah, now they have to trade, and black has won. Takes. Checkmate with a pawn. Very nice. Good game from both players, I believe. Where did it go wrong? I think black knew the opening very well, as did white, but black knew it better. And they merged with two extra pawns, free to capture on a file, sorry. And then the white lost a piece, and black converted it into a winning endgame. So the next game, here we have white totally dominating, having an extra rook and an extra knight. But and also a time advantage. So black player has one win and one draw, while white player has only one win, but looks like it's going to change pretty soon, as white is winning right now. But black trying to push the g-pawn and promote, and probably checkmate white on the way out. But black has only 11 seconds. I don't believe it's possible to accomplish anything good. Yeah, and white is winning since they have A and B pawns pushing, and black has only 5 seconds to do something. Yeah. Yep. Careful not to stalemate. Another pawn push, and white has won on time. I believe that was the last game for this round, and we're going to take a short break as usual. Welcome back to the 5th round of the ISSOFT chess tournament. Here we can see White has tried to play Scholar's checkmate, but they failed to do so with when Black has played knight to h6, defending the f7 square, and right now Black put the knight on the d4, kicking away White's queen. White has moved to c3. Both sides have moved their knights to the edge of the board, and White has sacrificed the bishop on f7. Very interesting. I don't believe this is a good move, since you'll have to allow Black to have a strong attack on the f-file, and you lost a piece and another piece. Yeah, White lost 2 pieces so far. That's a fun game. And they still have to develop the 2 minor pieces from B and C. 1 squares. Bishop a3. Queen attacking f2 square. That's gonna be very dangerous for White. f3. But yeah, this is defense from the checkmate, but it opens your king, which can be very dangerous in the future. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, White right now has 2.5 points, while Black has only 2 points. Is it right? Yeah, I found the score sheet. But so far, Black is winning, and I'm not sure what White is supposed to do. Only if Black also blunders some pieces. So Black right now is pushing pawns on the queen side, trying to attack Black's king, who has castled there. Yeah, and they lost to a royal fork. They lost not a game, only a queen, but it's also very sad. And they lost for free. They could recapture it with the king by moving king to b2 first. And now the White can just retreat knight. So White right now is losing queen, a bishop, and a knight, which is kind of sad for White and very promising for Black. Took a pawn. Wait, it's not protected. You lost another piece, sorry. G3, preparing H4, trapping. Well, it's not even trapping since bishop can move to E3. Square. Well, G4 could look good, but you're down 4 pieces. One of them is queen, which is, yeah, it's a discover check. And it's going to be checkmate, queen b2 checkmate. Oh, wait. Black missed it, and they're going to capture the rook instead. Knight takes d1, double check. And queen b2 is checkmate. Still. Yeah. End of this game. Since it was so short, we're going to see another one. Well, while we're waiting for the game, I just want to remind you that top 3 players are going to receive prizes. Top 3 players from the score sheet after all 7 rounds. And I don't know what they are, but it's probably something good. And we join the game with Amnix1 playing as black and S. Babitsky 169 playing as white. So in this position, we can see it's equal in material, but black has some kind of pawn pressure on the king side, while neglecting king safety. So if white could correctly defend from these attacking pawns, they can find some kind of good counterattack. As a Dutch defense player, I have a lot of similar positions where you move pawn to f5 and probably to g5 as well, and your king is kind of well stuck, and black managed to checkmate white in a very beautiful way, sacrificing the bishop. So as I was saying, in Dutch defense, you have a lot of similar type positions where you move a pawn to f5 and castling king side and trying to attack while your king is weak because you don't have an f7 pawn. So it was kind of fun. The next game, I believe, between leaders. One of them has 4 points and playing white, while black has only 3.5 points in scoreboard. And they also have a very balanced position. 4, 5, 6, 7 pawns against 6 pawns for black. Yeah, white has an extra pawn, but it's pretty advanced on f6, and black can find no, I don't see a way to capture it freely. So yeah, king d2. Oh, wait. This looks dangerous-ish. So I can't find any tactic for black player neither, I think, since he's calculating something for so long. Rook takes rook, you recapture with the pawn. You take the bishop, king takes bishop, you take pawn on a3, and you merge with another extra pawn, which... wait, what? Okay. Looks like he calculated all the way to the endgame, pawn endgame. It's very amazing if he calculated entire endgame. Captured one pawn, another one, and is he reaching? Looks like he is. He's in the square, like the square rule, when you draw a diagonal from the most advanced pawn which you're trying to push, and if king manages to reach into the square by his move, he'll going to capture this pawn. The rule, which is unknown to Magnus Carlsen, but it doesn't make him not a greatest endgame player of all time. So looks like black is winning. I don't know why white, when they traded pieces, didn't move their king to d2 square, protecting the pawn in the base in the base of the chain. Since I don't think that was just so simple, because looks like some calculations have to be made. Yeah, white just resigned since black is winning with so much extra pawns. Do we have any remaining games? Yeah, looks like we're going to see another game from this round, and then we're going to have a 10-minute break, which was asked in the Discord channel. So yeah, I like those nicknames. Artyom is playing against Nordenwin. Yes, here I think black is winning from the first glance, since they're going to capture pawn on before, and they have a lot of 3 extra pawns when they capture this one, despite having a knight instead of a bishop. And since white has doubled pawns on the king side, it's not going to be very easy to push them and make a passed pawn. This player's boss has 2 points, which is kind of good. Well, any player I think who joined this tournament is already an amazing person, no matter how many points you have. I believe in my last tournament of the board, I had 3.5 out of 9, something like that. And I still was satisfied with the result, since it's an awesome experience. Yeah, here black is just much better, since they having so much extra pawns on c file and d file. They can just push them and be happy with the position, since white doesn't have many choices how to respond to this threat. Yeah, you just blundered the fork on c3. Ah, no, United spin. You can't play United c3. Sometimes I can be dumb as well. Well, just said I was 3.5 on 9. Oh, d4, d3 coming next. f3. d3 regardless. Yeah. Now you either have to stay on this diagonal, or yeah, you can just e3, continue pushing. Or unpin, that's also an option. Takes. Knight c3 might be good. Okay, recaptures. Attacking the pawn. No. Does the black have some pretty tactic? No, I don't see any. Okay, no. Oh, wait. Okay. No, he just gave up his rook for a pawn. But time is ticking. All players have less than 1 minute. Black maneuver their pieces, trying to win the rest of the pawns. Or just push c-pawn. It's completely safe. Check. Block with the pawn. King h4. You need to be careful if king goes very far. Yeah. Blunder the pawn during time pressure. Blunder another one. It very well might be a draw, or if some player going to be so very slow, he's going just to lose despite material. 19 seconds for black. Okay. It's free bishop. Yeah, grab a bishop. Yeah. We just have to move. Just have to move. You don't allow to think. Okay. Grab a bishop. Yeah. Black looks like black lost. Yeah, they don't have much time to make a move. And white wins despite having losing endgame and losing in material and giving up rook for a pawn. Yeah, right now we're going to have a 10-minute break before the last 2 rounds. See you soon. Welcome back. So we have the pawn knights, king's pawn opening, very symmetrical structure. I personally love to play in this type of games. Knight takes e5, sacrificing the knight for the strong attack called Halloween Gambit. While white does not disappoint me and sacrifices 2 pieces for a pawn and a rook, which is considered dirt bad, but it's also kind of fun to see if they manage to pull something from their pocket. D3, D6, A6. Yeah, frankly speaking, black is better, but probably white had some idea in their mind. Okay, bishops participating in staring contest, not anymore. Rook captures on a7, white's attacking on a file. Very nice. King retreats. So black should be better here, as I already mentioned, but it all depends on the player. And as we saw earlier, players are very different. And yeah, white just allowed themselves to be pinned or so they can't move the rook because they lose a queen, and the rook is worth more than a bishop, so black is happy with the straight. I would not think I just grab rook, since you're going to grab a queen next if they okay, or that. It's also fine since you're still maintaining the pin. Right here. If black trades, they can move another attacker, which is the queen, to the king side. Okay, they just grabbed free rook. Winning an exchange. It's not exactly free. And they should move their pieces, mobilize from queen side to the king side, since white is down a knight, while black's rook's standing awkwardly on a7. But I think it should change very soon. Knight takes. Another free pawn for black. Oh, wait. It's a very bad move, since knight is going to move to either h2, discover the attack, and winning for queen for a knight. Knight takes f1 is the best continuation. And you are up a queen, you should move it. And you should involve your rook in the game, that's right. Rook here. Is there a checkmate? Probably it's here somewhere, but you just can play rook 8, rook a1, and emerge the next queen. Feasting on pawns here. And it's game over for white, I think. Yeah. White has resigned. Black has won. It was I don't really remember how this game started. For knights, symmetrical, and then white sacrificed 2 pieces for a rook, and then blundered the pin on the rook and the queen, and then blundered queen to discover the attack. Let's watch another game, since this one was very quick. So, looks like we joined into the top of our list. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Equal amounts of pawns, equal amount of pieces. White king a bit exposed. And white knight has jumped in the middle of the board. Yeah, black's a bit better, I think, since I see more attacks from their side and don't see any good defensive moves from white. And black right now is going to just exchange all pieces and probably merge the extra pawn or something like that. Or the next good move for black, I think, is f6, since knight stuck in a very interesting situation. If it moves away, uh, the black has a checkmate threat on h2. Playing white is Stanislav Kazakov with 4 points, and playing black is Krasimir Nedelchev, who has 4.5 points. Wait, what? Just check with the queen. Don't he see his f6? Probably he should. Or am I missing something? Yeah, f6, no check, no h2 defense by the knight. should be a free horsey. Well, as we're watching our leaders game, I would like to remind that top 3 players are going to receive prizes. And if somebody wondering if their scores are equal, they're and they're not equal in the scoreboard. Wait, what? Isn't this threefold repetition? Yeah, it is. Wait, what? So we have a second column called tiebreak score. Wait, doesn't it registers automatically? Or if white player should claim a threefold repetition? I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know. F6 is winning completely. I don't know why black has missed it. Wait, I won't even look into. No, no, it's not. Or I'm dumb. No, F6 is losing. It's funny. Yeah, the players were right. I was wrong. It was a draw. Uh, and we have one more game. So looking at the material, white has 2 extra pieces. No, for a queen. It's already interesting. 2 pieces for a queen. It's generally a battle for black since one minor pieces was 3 points, while queen was 9 points. But it all depends on the position, and in this position, black is solid, despite pawn on g5. Yeah, check. And white gives up their piece for a check on g6, and king goes to g7, and they're feeling fine. Okay. White playing on the phone. Very interesting. Well, you could easily play on phone in rapid, but in smaller time controls, it can be very dangerous. Let's say. So here, black is totally winning. They should just, as usual, exchange pieces, grab this g6 pawn, and have a queen against knight in the endgame. Queen d6 is played, looking, pressuring pawn on g6, and then something like we should rook h6 or rook on 8 is going to be involved into the game, because right now it's just pointlessly standing in the corner. One pair of rooks is exchanged. White is a bit close. Oh, sorry, black is a bit closer to victory. Also, white has less time than black, less than a minute, and they blundered the rook. Yeah, and white resigned. Black has won. So I believe that was last round, last game in this round. See you soon in the no. We have another one. I'm sorry. Something funny, I believe. Queen against bishop here as well, and king is out in the open. Probably can be hunted with the queen and the rook. Yeah, queen is e2, or grab a pawn. Be careful of back rank, checkmate. Bishop e1, free bishop. Free bishop is check. Rook exchange on c1. Or just ladder checkmate. That works too. Black resigned. White won. Are there going to be another game? Looks like not. So see you in the next round. Yeah, we have another one. Two knights against the king and two pawns. Black is completely winning, but they have time pressure and should be careful. Yeah, just push and aware of stalemate. Another queen with check and ladder checkmate. Nice. Yeah, wait. King here. Yeah, no, that's not a stalemate. And black has won. So that was truly the last game. See you the next one in 3 minutes. welcome back to our last round. We are watching top players competing for one of prize spots, I believe, and we have here London system, and I'm not very familiar with London. I usually play Dutch defense on d4 and confuse my opponent. But looks like players know what to do since they won already so many matches. And I see typical London from white. And good responses from black. Knight c5. You can't take it with the knight because you're going to get forked. Player knows now something. And black decides to trade bishop for a knight and attack the pawn with the two knights. So right now, player playing black has. Sorry, I lost scoreboard. Player playing black has 5.5 points, which I think guarantees him a prize place with 22 tiebreak score already. And now it's decided which one is he's going to take. And player playing white has 4.5 points, and by winning he can reach I believe, or yeah, reach and reach in tie score as well. Black player. Oh, the game is equal, but yeah, black can win a pawn in the middle, but they left with no bishops remaining, only knights. Which can be bad in the end game. But right now, he's pretty happy with extra pawn. Probably he could find a way exchanging his knights for bishops. And developing queen f6, very nice. Yeah, right now white's black bishop kinda locked behind the pawn wall and can be attacked with pawns and knights. White trying to counterattack on the queen side, attacking b7 pawn. Black quickly reacts to defend it, but hanging. Not hanging. I thought White can capture on a6, but the rook is protected on b8. Right now we have 4 real contestants for the prize spots, and they all playing each other. So these two gentlemen are competing for the first spot, if I'm calculating the score sheet correctly. And Black, aka Konstantin Shilton, is fine with the draw since it's guarantee him the first place. And White needs to win in order to secure the first place, or even, yeah, 19.5 plus 5.5, it's 25, and it's gonna be first place for him. So while was distracted on the score sheet, game goes on, and Black pushing pawns on the queen side, and also attacking White's bishop, Black bishop, White's Black bishop, which is kind of fun. So bishop has not much space left. But the game is still equal. Wait, but what am I saying? I forgot that Black has an extra pawn for while White has a pair of bishops. And also White's knight on e5 is pinned, since if it moves, it's going to lead to lose on of rook on b8. Rook c5 is played, pressuring the pawn on a5, but it can be easily, no, it can be kicked out with b4 because of en passant play. Rook d4, trying to block d pawn push. I don't know. This move looks not very necessary. Queen goes back, and you could grab a pawn on a5, by the way. Or am I missing something again? No. Black's position looks very solid. While white's pawn on e5 still hanging. I see white's trying to do some counterattack on queen side, sorry, king side, which is a good idea since this knight on g6 is the only piece that defends. Knight on e5, and black's bishop is attacking. Knight on e5. Black probably should move it away, or I mean knight on e5. Yeah, very nice, and it attacks the rook, the pawn, and that's it. That's it. Now black is going to be up another pawn and a step close to victory. Meanwhile, they need only a draw to secure victory. Secure first place, I mean. Yeah, rook g5 or g4, and the rook is not yet, but I believe it's trapped since it doesn't. It only can move to g5, and it's stuck there. Not trapped, but stuck still. White's trying to push h pawn. Black ignoring the attack on the knight, but attacking the rook instead. It's called danger levels, when you attack piece of same or larger value. And black can't really move this rook anywhere since all the places, yeah, they defend this rook with pawn push. And now black have to move the knight back. Knight f8, bishop h4, setting up some nasty ideas with the rook. Queen d7, escaping the discovered attack. So white has some pressure on the king side, while Black is enjoying 2 extra pawns. And I think even now that Black's knights are better than White's bishops, since there are many pawns on the board, and knights are better in closed positions like this one. Another pawn push. Bishop f6. Looking for bishop g7 probably, but I'm not sure what it's supposed to accomplish. Another pawn push. White's time is ticking. And b4 is coming next. Queen back. And b4, as I said. Less than 1 minute. What he's trying to do, I wonder. Bishop h5. Does it work? Yeah, have to move bishop back. Knight takes. Okay. Very nice position. You have to be careful. You have to be a little bit careful as black, since yeah, you have a knight on f8. In other case, it would be very sad. And black is probably winning. With pawn push. Yeah, and you're guaranteed to win. Stanislav Kozakov understands that and trying to find some counterattack. But it's probably too late. Extra queen takes, queen check, and force straight. And checkmate on h4. Or what? No? Check. Well, right now it's surely checkmate, queen h4 checkmate. Queen check. Blocks. Check with the pawn. h7 check. No, it's checkmate on h4. Good game. Very nice. So with this victory, we have one last game remaining. I believe people are battling for the probably one of prize spots. Magog against Krasimirat. And black is winning, but yeah, according to the time usage as well. You have to be a little bit careful, but just play any moves and white is going to lose on time. Yeah, be careful not to stalemate. Not to stalemate. Yeah, victory for Demagog. And I believe that's it. All games are finished. Let me have a look and at the scoreboard. First place winner is Kosia 40k, aka Konstantin Shkriton. The second place is taken by Dimagog. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. And the third spot is taken by Yaugen Furmanov. Thank you, everyone. It was a really amazing tournament. Congratulations to the winners. Yeah, and it was really fun games, especially when I was running one of them in my calculations, and players were not. So, thank you, everyone. Bye.